since we lost the value area low, I am potentially looking at some continuation shorts. I think, coming up to backtest this area for resistance, getting some kind of bearish confirmation here could be a pretty juicy short to continue this bearishness. And again, we do have some inefficient price action front running that area, so I think it makes sense to get a retrace up there at some point. Right now, I do have my eyes on that same area I was watching in my last video, just for different reasons. Now I'm looking at it for potential resistance. Alright, I have somewhat redeemed myself with the key levels. If you watched my last video, you know I gave this area as an area of resistance, a backtest of the value area low, and there was some confluence around that zone. I did draw a box around the value area. I'm not looking for, an exact test of that specific level. I usually like to make it a little zone around it anyway, but I think there was a reason I pulled it down a little bit farther. There were some anchored VWAPs, which we can check. I think the pull from this high was already below the value area low. And yeah, we smacked off that anchored VWAP for sure. And we still have not hit the one from this high back here, basically the buy bid high. But yeah, I mean, we came right up into that box. We front ran the value area low by less than $50 there. We came very close to it. And that did give us a move back down towards this low. We, didn't exactly continue the downtrend because we only SFP'd the low, but it still gave a very nice reaction. That is pretty much what I would hope for with this area of resistance. So let's quickly go over that rejection. I did not take a short up here. I was really trying to refine an entry in that area, and unfortunately I wasn't able to, which is fine. I've had a great trading week. I'm not really trying to push my luck. Because, there wasn't great confirmations on this high, I have to say. There was not divergences on the higher time frames. Like on the 30-minute, things were looking pretty bullish at the time. Momentum putting in higher highs, money flow putting in higher highs. On the lower time frames, we did start to see some divs with the 15-minute. There was a slight momentum div, not with money flow though. On the 5-minute, same thing. There was the momentum divs, but not the money flow divs. So there, really wasn't great confirmations there. I know there was money flow divs on the 3-minute. That was when we started to see the money flow divs. That's very low time frame though, so I was waiting for some kind of extra signal to enter. But by the time I was looking to enter, we had already started dumping, and then we didn't really retrace far enough. I was looking for an entry around this time, but we basically just continued down, and I missed the boat. But there were still definitely some valid confirmations in this area, and that gave a very nice move to the downside. There was a whole bunch of liquidity built up from this move to the upside, and we swept that out very quickly. Now, at this point, my higher time frame bias is still kind of the same. I struggle to really be super bullish until we can get back above the value area low. I think that still could act as very heavy resistance. If we come back up to that area, we could just SFP this high. And at the moment, I'm looking at it as if we are ranging below the value area low yet again, very similar to what we were doing back here. And, with things being as uncertain as they are, I know there are a lot of, bearish signs, and now that we've fallen back down below value area low, a lot of people are expecting continued downside. That's very possible. But, at the moment, it does seem like Bitcoin is at least trying to hold this range right below value area low. We did get some bullish signs on the SFP, the low down here. In fact, there was technically a very bullish sign with 4-hour bullish divs with money flow and momentum. Now, this is not the greatest money flow div in the world. You cannot argue that. It is very slight, and it is happening as the overall direction of the money flow is pointing to the downside. But still, it is a double div confirmation on the 4-hour time frame. However, it is not a double div confirmation on the 3-hour. 3-hour money flow is continuing lower. On the 2-hour, it actually starts to look a bit better because the money flow has actually spent some time in the red. This is looking like it has the potential to end up as a nice curvature back to the upside, with this div possibly marking the bottom. And the 1-hour time frame already has that curvature. It's curved back to the upside. Struggled a little bit as we got close to that zero line, but eventually it crossed up. And follow through so far is not looking great. Can't really argue that. We're kind of just hovering around here, but we still have the divergences. We still have the direction with money flow at the moment. So there were definitely some bullish signs on this low, and I did enter some longs. I waited to refine some entries afterwards. I actually entered 2 positions here, and I will actually show you these positions because I took them on this breakout account. I decided to try out this funded trading thing. and I'm just kind of testing it out right now. I got the cheapest option, and this is the evaluation phase, so I'm trading to get access to an account where I can actually withdraw some of the profits. For right now, this money is not mine. But I did see some nice long confirmations here. I took 2 separate long trades because you cannot add to your positions as far as I'm aware. But yeah, they're both right here, and that is kind of cool. If you zoom out, it shows your average entry. And I took low risk on these. Each of these was a 0.25% risk because the maximum loss you can take is only like 6% or so. So I'm not going to be taking big risks with these trades. They're going to be scalp trades, and I am looking to de-risk them. This first one I entered, I already de-risked a little bit. I moved the stop loss up. So in total right now, I'm risking less than 0.5% of this account, which is less than $25. And it's starting to look like we're getting a bit of follow through now. When I first entered this, we got a very bullish move pretty much right off the bat. We broke above VWAP and the point of control of this range. So that was looking good. We came down for a retest. I got some more confirmations, so I entered another trade. And now we are getting back above the VWAP and back above point of control as well. So hopefully we can close some candles above this wick. That would make me feel better about moving to the upside. We did find some resistance on daily open right here, so I would like to see us get above this high with some closes. That would make me feel better about a move up towards value area high. And we can see that some of the lower time frames, the money flow is starting to turn to the upside pretty nicely. The 15-minute has also money flow divs here as well, so there was some confirmations, and that has since crossed to the upside. We're now putting in higher highs in the green. The 5-minute money flow looks good as well. It's continuing higher. So yeah, those are the only trades I'm in at the moment, and I am looking to de-risk these. I probably will at least put my stop loss to entry for this first trade once we get above daily open, or at least get a move up towards that area. I may think about de-risking it soon, actually. Following that move on the low, I think it's pretty probable that we could continue rotating to the upside, possibly even all the way back up towards this high to retest the value area low again. So those are my trades right now, and as for what I'm looking for next, I'm really focused on trading this range at the moment. Anything outside of this doesn't really matter until we lose the range. You could potentially look at short trades above the value area high of this local range, maybe even around this VWAP. But I think the best short trade would be around this high, possibly SFP in that into the value area low. I would also be looking for longs if you come back down towards these lows with continued bullish signs. And I think that is really all I want to talk about today. I'm not going to go too into the high time frame stuff because, truthfully, I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't really care all that much at the moment. I more so care about what I'm actually trading, and that is this range. Alright, well, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, and leaving a comment. That helps to support the channel, and I appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video.